express that and explore that is because of how uh, dangerous and how like harmful homophobia is within male communities, right?
Yeah.
Like
Bruno
if
stands
you
on
go
this
out and kiss a
motherfucker.
guy, you might get fucking jumped, right? Like if you kiss a guy on the street. Now this isn't to say it's
Yeah, because I know it gave you. I tell people when you go to these conventions, it gives you confirmation of how far you have grown in your career by seeing
Yes.
fans, and also I'm pretty sure you had a bunch of the top talent that you haven't shot with say we seen your video.
Yes, yes. I've had people who come up to me and make money off of it.
But see, the thing about it is, okay, let's just keep it 100. The girls nowadays don't give a fuck about the money; they want to go rock.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
keep
I
it
mean,
100.
people want to go, yeah.
So it's kind of like the girls. A lot of the girls that don't show their face with the feet, it ain't because they make more money with the feet. Back to where you're not doing the content houses. You're shooting content, but you're not shooting with everybody that got their mama. Now it done kind of the circle done closed up a little bit to make yourself. Hello, dear sir. How you doing today?
Hi, very well. We're good. How are you doing?
I am doing fabulous. This is it. This is 8 in the morning over here. So, and yeah, smokers had to get up early in the morning for this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and how have your day been, your week been, and so forth?
Okay, so before I go into that, I'd like to introduce both of us that own the brand wildlagos. I'm here with my partner, Ray, and I'm Jay.
Mm,
Yeah. So our week has been great so far. I think we've achieved some of the things that we set out to do, and today is just past midday, about 2 hours past midday, and yeah,
mm,
we're kind of just chilling today because it's a Sunday.
yeah. Yeah. So how often do y'all film?
As often as we can, to be honest, we try to film as often as we can. We don't have like a proper schedule, but at least we because it takes a lot to plan our movies and all and get people, the performers and all that. So, but we shoot at least twice a week,
Mm-hmm.
twice or three times a week. Yeah.
Yes, because the the tell me about because I took a look at it where I took a look at the trailers. A day in Lagos. This shit was fire, yo. I'm gonna be real with you. I said, damn.
uh, yeah. So,
Yeah, let me talk about that. I'm Ray. My name is actually longer than that, but the short form is Ray.
Okay.
Um, I I am the creative I'm the creative director for the brand, and Jay helps me out in a lot of the creativity also, but I'm the one that majorly thinks about it, and then I tell him the ideas and work on it together. So a day in Lagos, I've always wanted to do something African, to show up,
Yeah.
to really showcase. I've always been about that. Even sometimes sometimes the shoots that we do look like Black American
Yeah.
porn, understand, or American style of porn. A lot of times, wearing these lingeries,
Yeah.
sexy panties and all that, nice apartments and all that. Those shoots always look American, and it just feels like we are just taking a cue from what you guys do.
Yeah.
And for me, I think the American adult entertainment industry is already saturated with their style, with the American style.
Yeah.
The only way to stand out is to make something that's unique to you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was where the thought of a day in Lagos came by. I've always tried to, in my own way, I've always tried to infuse African our originality into our shoots. Sometimes I tell the models to speak pidgin English, which is like our own
Mm-hmm.
type of our own local type of English mixed with Nigerian slangs and all that. Sorry. So I used to do that back then, in our shoots, but this time I decided to like go all out, put some more effort, get into the streets, showcase the environment. We really wanted to show even more than that, but the resources were not, and time was limited. Yeah.
Yeah, because they did in America they did a Nigerian porn scene, which was hot.
Mhm.
Um, I think two of the actors were Nigerian, but not necessarily native born. You get what I'm saying? And then
Yes.
had Google Fuck Me, who did a very good Nigerian accent. And what it was based around was a marriage. They were doing photo shoots, ended up being a threesome with the photographer.
Mhm.
And I liked it because it played off of Africa that had traditional garb in the whole nine. So when I saw y'all's, I said, yeah, we do need to see more of that because we don't see a lot of porn that comes from Africa, and and we know it's from Africa. You get where I'm coming from?
Mhm.
Yes. So there's actually a lot of fun that comes from Africa. I think what they miss out on is actually infusing the African culture
Yeah,
into the porn. Yes. And that is what we're trying to do. Like showcase more of the culture, showcase more of the lifestyle. Yeah.
The lifestyle, basically, not just the
Yes.
culture,
yeah,
everything. I want to, personally, we want to also bring Africans closer to their own, Africans especially,
Yes.
closer to what they can relate to. Do you understand? White people, Black Americans, you guys relate to your own type of porn more
yeah,
because you see these people on a daily basis, and you see these locations that they use, them. So that was one of the things that I most importantly try to emphasize on in A Day in Lagos. I wanted them to see places that they've seen before. I wanted them to see vehicles they've seen before in Lagos. I wanted them to see locations and things that they can relate to, outfits that they've seen, that they see themselves wearing. You understand? It's felt strange to a Nigerian person seeing, I won't say strange. I would say it was catchy. It's very what's that word
Yeah.
again? It's very
Ni-
interesting and attractive to see someone that is wearing an African attire being fucked, because it's not something that is even common here. You also have to understand the fact that porn is not really, porn is just growing in Africa.
yeah.
You understand? So it was unique in that way.
Oh yes. So smokers, I got to speak to my smokers real quick. Smokers, remember I told you I said I've been on a worldwide kick. Welcome to West Africa. Time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge here. You know what I'm saying? On Spotify and everywhere else. You get what I'm saying? Forgive me, it's a little bit early in the morning. My brain looking a little slow. You know who I am. I'm Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Let's talk about the sponsors who sponsor this wonderful podcast. Talking about none other than Magazine.com, the hottest adult mag in the game. Next up, award-winning, award-nominated voiceover with smut, and it even got virtual reality. I'm talking about none other than blusharaka.com. Next up, great t-shirt designs for you to show out. Urban wear for the urban people. I'm talking about none other than Pass That Apparel on T Public. Hit the link, Pass That Inhalation Partners. You feel me? Also, next up, I got the best kind of smoke you need. That's right. THCA mailed to your door. Smokekind.com, people. Please hit the referral link in the description to check out their wonderful discounts and sales that they're having, especially this season, for their cannabis, and it's mailed straight to your door. Smokekind.com. And last but not least, she's the queen of porn. She's the queen of interracial porn. But did you know she's the queen of CBD? Pain and stress relief self-care products. I'm talking about none other than Sarah J herself. Go to sarahjscbd.com and enter promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off of your next order from her wonderful line of pain relief and stress relief products, and she even got lube for your sexual use. So remember, use the promo code BOBBIE and get 10% off your next order from SarahJ'sCBDs.com. Also, you can find me in the mornings where you can wake and bake and drink your coffee at fullswapradio.com 6 days out the week in the morning. Also, you can find me at sgpradio.com, skyheartafterdarktv.com. And don't forget, for my pro wrestling fans, I got that pro wrestling smoke. Pro Wrestling Smoke, my pro wrestling podcast, which I drop at the beginning of the week. I talk about AEW, WWE, TNA, NXT, Evolve, and the only all-black wrestling promotion in the United States, located here in my home state of North Carolina. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe Pro Wrestling. Yes. Now, people, they introduce themselves, but I got to give them the introduction. See, I told you, I've been to Thailand and the Philippines. I have been to Colombia. I have been to Romania, England, and Scotland. And recently, South Africa. Now I'm in West Africa, where this company is catching fire. If I found them and ran across them, that means that America is paying attention. And they are slowly changing how we look at porn from Africa. I'm talking about the best company, in my opinion, in Africa. wildlagos. Say hello to my smokers.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Um, we're wildlagos. We're just doing something, new to the African space. And I'm glad that you Americans are, getting to see this also. I mean,
Oh,
Americans
yeah,
are
because
country in the world.
y'all, trust me, a lot of people like, oh, y'all. First of all, Amari the Rebel, who is a legendary podcaster over here, as well as porn star, if he told me to interview y'all, that let me know y'all making noise over here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because one, you don't see a lot of all black on black porn. You feel me? And then add to it Africa. So before we go into what got y'all into the business, tell me about the West African scene in porn, African scene in porn in general. Yeah, we need to know that we don't know.
All right. So, man, do you want to hear all of details, or you just want me to, make it very fast?
Hey, bruh, we got time. We got time today. Please take your time. Paint the
All
full
right.
picture.
All right. So, I'm not. First of all, I would do my best to tell you what I know, but I believe that there are some people that know more of these details. I'll say porn has been in Africa, or Nigeria specifically. I'll talk about Nigeria. Porn has been, first of all, something that we consume and we've always consumed. At some point, there was never an African porn.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, there was never African porn. We just used to hear a few couple of names like Afro Candy, yeah, and these people that we heard, they were not even living in Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
But then at some point, we started having some other names come up, like some solo content creators, some male performers that were just fucking girls up and down, and posting themselves for the internet. There
Mm-hmm.
was no actual way to make money. Fast forward to this recent years, to 2020, 2019, we started hearing about OnlyFans,
Mm-hmm.
and but till date we never really we've not even we don't even have OnlyFans in Nigeria till date. You understand? Um, so we've had a couple of homemade porn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been getting for a while now, since 2019, 2018. Homemade porn on X videos. Those are the
Mm-hmm.
best that we've seen, because we feel like for porn to survive, there has to be a way to make money
Yeah.
from it. You understand? So, and this is something that a lot of people we've lacked in Africa, in Nigeria specifically. We've like there has not been any channel to make money through. You understand? The most popular one was X videos at
Mm-hmm.
some point, and not everybody knew how to make money from X videos. People just knew that if you posted videos there, somehow you get money. You know, there were also no production company, no zero production company in Nigeria,
Mm.
and there were some local, people that were trying to do their own thing. I'm sure they didn't even know what they were doing, and for real, and they tried some. I don't know. It's not something I can use to represent porn as a whole in Nigeria. Those things I'm mentioning. Fast forward to now, recently people have been, technology has really improved, and
Mm.
access to all these things are if as a Nigerian, if I really want to get an OnlyFans account, there are like ways to do it, to be
Mm.
honest, like proxies and all. Even though it's not really, I don't think it's allowed by OnlyFans, but some people still are able to hack the system and get an OnlyFans account. But fast forward to now, we now have platforms that actually, you can sell your content on,
Mm.
and all this and that. Right now in Nigeria, we will say Wild Lagos is one of the few production companies, if not only, you know,
Mm.
company that is actually out there, that is on social media, that's creating their presence and
Mm.
making solidifying our presence in Nigeria. You know, in Nigeria, you will not find anybody shooting with a digital camera. Like that
Mm.
shoots for with a digital camera. That's how bad it is. Like there's no one really trying to take it serious, and build something from it. A lot of people are just trying to
But see,
rush
I'm
into
asking a question. Is because the porn industry in Nigeria is somewhat new and not as proven yet. Um,
Um,
is that
Yes,
part of
it's
the reason
new.
why they're not taking it as serious?
no, so it's not like it's new. There's been porn for maybe as far back as I
For
remember,
consumption.
but yes, for
Mm.
consumption now, over 10 years or more,
But
more.
I'm not talking about like watching. I
Well,
mean,
of
y'all
course.
Yeah.
seriously making it and making money from it. Because like y'all said,
So
y'all didn't have a way to make money at first.
yes, so the thing is, I think what most people understood, there was no structure in terms of
Yeah.
production and making money out of it.
For education also.
Yeah, or education. Like you can't just go on the internet and learn how to in this part of the world, basically, yeah, and learn how to start shooting porn. I mean, you can,
Mm-hmm.
but people didn't really see it as a means of income or actually building business around it. I mean, there were a few people that were already doing it where he talked about X videos. They were going through X videos and all that. That was the one place that you knew that, oh, if you created porn and you uploaded, you'll be able to make some money off it. But there was no really structure in terms of like production companies,
Mm-hmm.
proper creators. All that is very,
Medicals.
yeah,
Yeah,
all
that
that is more of recent in like the last maybe 3 to 5 years that it has really like there's now we're seeing people go into the industry more. We're seeing structures, we're seeing businesses, platforms that accept creators and all that.
Yeah. Because it seems like to me that y'all developing a porn culture slash community. Because I was watching some of your videos and well, hold on, with one girl in particular really impressed me with her writing skills. Was it Cheese Temptress?
Oh yes, system first.
system trust, yeah.
She people, if y'all go on the page see how she around the dick, I'm sorry. She made my top 5 of all time. And also I see Great Africa. So how do y'all find the ladies to work with over there?
All right, you want to go?
So as at when we started, it was a bit
Yeah.
more difficult in getting like ladies to work with our performers. I think well, I always go back to this story in terms of when actually really wanted to start shooting and producing. There was a
Mm-hmm.
lady we met up with the day before the shoot. We spoke to her. We had agreed everything, the time, the place, everything. All she needed to do was just to show up. Yeah, and um, the day before, the next day when we tried reaching her, she ghosted us. Like these were challenges that we used to face back then. But I mean, we're thankful that the industry is growing and there are more creators. So right now, I think there are a lot of creators that will want to like shoot, want to like collaborate and all that. We, I mean, we take our time based on what we're trying to create. The scene, the story we're trying to tell. We take our time to get the people on board, the performer or creator on board that fits into um
narrative,
the
the story or narrative.
story, yeah, the narrative. Yeah. So is in between, to be honest. We still have those conversations of, oh, we want to shoot with you, this is what we're offering, this is what you get, this is and all that, with certain people that don't really understand the industry. But we still have conversations with people that know what they are doing and they are ready to, I mean, collaborate, work with us. So it's half and half, it's both ways.
Let me comment in that. So when we started out, to get models, when we started out, it was really rough for us. I mean, we went on Tinder looking for girls. Went on some other websites. We posted adverts. We made adverts. We advertised. We made flyers and made advertisements that were looking for porn stars or adult content creators, whether you're going to be masked or not. We were looking for anyone that was interested in shooting porn for money. That was how we started out, and then after we started putting out these videos, we started getting recognition. People were noticing that Wild Lagos's videos are kind of cleaner than the regular videos, and then that way we started attracting like the right people. We started getting messages from performers that we want to work with you guys. Can we work in can you guys can we film in can you feature me in your movie? We started getting those questions coming. Then we started meeting up with performers. Performers started connecting us with other performers in the industry, and that was how we started out getting performers. But now that we've grown the business to a particular stage, all we need to do is, the work is lesser, is less is not as difficult as when we started out. Now we can just go on Twitter, reach out to someone that knows somebody, or we know some guys that know a lot of creators. Sometimes I just go to some pages on X videos, look for a model that fits the role I want to perform, and then I look for their number. It's easier for me to get someone's contacts right now. Yeah, because we've grown to this stage.
Yeah, because like you said, you want to, and like I said, back to the movie. I like the fact that you show African culture with the porn, and two, I think that will make you stand out versus trying to duplicate a lot of the American style of porn. And to be honest with you, on a whole, y'all shoot better than the American independent, especially on the OnlyFans tip. You get what I'm coming from? Because
Yeah,
y'all's more in line with the mainstream porn than that of amateur porn. You feel me?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I so there is this thought that I always have that I'm not really competing with anybody's type of porn, for example, if you get me. And the reason why I'm saying this is that I've noticed that I can be great where we can be great where we are. You understand? We can do well, and a lot of the things that people, based on my experience and what I've learned, I also took some time. We took some time to go and learn videography, photography to apply in this business. We took some time to learn the creativity business. And this has helped me realize that we can actually achieve better than what a lot of the companies out there actually achieve. All you need is the right knowledge and the right equipment, and I can achieve better than what most of the companies. And now, after working in the industry, I see when I watch a video, I can tell what has been done in this video. I can tell what they use. I can predict the kind of camera. I can even do better editing and better quality stuff than what a lot of people do, especially the creators. The creators don't even. I won't say they don't take the business as serious, but production companies, take a step, more serious than the creators. So come on. I should for example I shoot with the standard professional camera. An average creator wouldn't do that. You understand? If you have to compete, and even the production companies I still see through their flaws, and I'm able to learn from them. Yeah, if
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah. And two, because like you said, y'all starting to implement agriculture to y'all point. Why is that very important to show that? Because also, I like that y'all doing that because America, they give us a certain view of what Africa look like. And to me, I like that y'all doing this because y'all doing it through the vehicle of porn. You kind of killing misconceptions that people have about Africa, Nigeria, and so forth. Go ahead and speak upon that.
Yeah, so it's always very funny when I hear some of these misconceptions about Africa, and I think a lot of them believe that it's still very underdeveloped. Like we don't have certain things, even like something as basic as the internet, access to internet. We don't have that.
You can't also deny the fact that a lot of Africans also and Nigerians also have this habit of not looking for excellence in the little
True,
things that they do.
true.
Sometimes they also don't give a fuck about the how they portray. They don't know that all these things that they do, represents the culture,
Yeah,
the country on a global
yeah,
basis. So they're usually very reluctant in putting effort and applying excellence in what they do. So it shows.
yeah,
So sorry to interrupt you. I'm just stating the facts out there. Understand? Besides, for example, besides Wild Lagos, you hardly see anyone that is actually trying to do so much effort in this business like us.
yeah.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
So there are not a lot of production companies, one, but I think there are more creators, and then creators, um, like you said, are not really putting effort in terms of the way they produce and all. They can just get light and use their phone and create whatever content it is they want to create and publish that. But we um we
Mm-hmm.
always knew that we wanted to showcase Africa
In a good way.
in a good way, and do it at a level that we how should I put it now? The quality has to stand out for us. That's very important. The quality, the storytelling has to stand out for us. So it's so that it changes that narrative. It
Mm-hmm.
changes that narrative. It shows people that, oh, something like this can come out of Africa. Wow. It and then puts us more on the map, because when they talk about the porn industry, the adult entertainment industry, Africa is not always in that conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's always been one of our goals, to put Africa more on the map, to change these narratives.
Yeah, because from looking at your content, y'all content is on fire and it's hot, man. I even go for it. And so for y'all, like, how do y'all come up with your storylines and concepts for the scenes and so forth?
Um, it's not like we sit down and do a brainstorming session or anything of that sort. I think the storylines just come from. Uh, it can be as random as, oh, when you're like in the bathroom and it clicks in your head and
So
you just have to put it down.
let me come in here as the creative director of the brand. So I will say this. First of all, we like to or we like me and my co-founder here, we respect having a very very good structure. We know what it means to have a good structure in the business. So as much as stories and ideas come randomly, we also make sure that we write them down. Do you understand? We also make sure that when an idea comes in, because as just as I said, an idea can come in while you're in the bathroom
Yeah.
at any time. So one of the things that we make sure that we do is we actually have a document, a sheet that we shared with each other, and we drop our ideas in the sheet. So in the sheets, we have a place where we wrote the title. You write the title of what you want to do, the description of what you want to do, locations that might be involved, in what you want to do, the styling that might be involved in what you want to do, the clothing. For example, in a day in Lagos, the idea of a day in Lagos came from an outfit that I saw a photographer uh an outfit that somebody wore in an event, like that a photographer took the picture of. You get me right.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a popular event in Lagos called GT Co Fashion Weekend. It happens every November every year. So a photographer took a picture of it wasn't a picture, it was a video, right? Sorry.
Mm.
Made a video of some people that wore different outfits at the event, and one of the outfits was interesting to me. The girl that wore it looked very, very beautiful. So I took a screenshot of that particular frame in the video, and then I kept it somewhere in our sheet, in our notebook where we write ideas in. Then like after like some months again, I saw an outfit that I liked. I added it to the collection of the outfits that we're going to use. So I was like, these two outfits, I want to see two girls wearing this outfit, and I want to see them get fucked. And I also want to see them showcase, Lagos. I
Mm.
also want to see them showcase African food. In the full movie, there was actually a scene where they went to restaurants to eat some local foods, and
Mm.
then there were local drummers that came around there, and then they were, playing African drums and all those kind of stuff. Um, so that's how the ideas come in. Sometimes I cook up the ideas by myself, but something always inspires it. Like I can think about a shoot that I want to do in the gym, and then I start drafting out the ideas, or how I want it to be. Sometimes I don't make my movies like a movie. I make them like a reality event.
Yeah.
Like a day in Lagos. So we cut them. We took shots of them actually going into places in Lagos. I wasn't really telling them what to do. I just told them, hey, we're going to this place to buy some things, and I'll film you,
Mm.
you know, that kind of thing.
And see, too, I also think that it helped to make the scene, and also on the sex tip for the talent, even more intense, because it allowed them to even develop chemistry and mingle even more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You hanging out, y'all chilling. Yes, y'all filming, but you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
and plus also it allowed the viewer to experience y'all culture and draw them into the scene. 'Cause I tell people the key to making money in this is getting the fans to invest emotionally, and there's nothing better than a story.
Yes. So
so storytelling is very important in this
storytelling is
industry.
very important. We always knew that we wanted to showcase these places. We always talked about going out, just being as natural as possible, going out to a lounge or to the club or to an event, to a party. And even before the other video dropped, the one you guys did,
Mm,
that
The
the
WhatsApp.
OMA, yes, one, we always had this idea that, showcasing the African scene, our scenes,
mm,
places that people know, yeah,
mm,
so that it would connect more with, even if it was porn, it would connect more with whoever that is watching it.
yeah.
Yes.
So now, I talked to Bedroom Bully about South Africa. I talked about the porn culture there. I want to begin here. Is y'all porn culture underground? Because she said it's mainly underground, meaning y'all don't necessarily have awards. It's not a mainstream side of it. And of course, society, of course, shuns porn, so we already know that because they do that somewhat over here. So for you, how is it over there when it comes to the porn culture and the community over there? Is it underground? Is it known? Y'all have swinging, so forth. You get what I'm saying?
It's completely underground, 100% underground.
It is completely on the ground.
So, but it's also from the fact that people are, first of all, they are less informed. They are less informed. They are misinformed, and the branding is really very poor from the African community. We need to do better with the branding and the way we brand ourselves. People are trying, but we just need to do better. We need to pay attention to that small detail. Take this thing very serious. Um, um,
So
my
I
bad.
think because people are less informed, they don't know about it as much as they should, or they haven't done research. They don't see it as a means of income, a means of even a way of life. Yeah, a
Yeah.
means of income, not a lot of like, and based on our cultural beliefs and all, everybody would say, oh, porn is bad. I mean, it's bad, but you see millions and billions of people watching it from your location, but it is bad. Yeah. So they haven't seen it as a proper business that you can structure. They haven't seen it the way that we are doing it. They don't see it
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
means of income, to be honest. Waking up every day to actually work produce porn content, or um then work in the adult entertainment space. Yes. So
Now, is it a morality issue or is it just the financial or a
so
combination of both?
It's a
it's a
combination of
combination of
both.
both. Yeah.
Okay.
Combination of both. You need to understand that there is no successful brand or person yet from Africa that is doing porn.
Mm.
You understand? I don't. Well, there might be people that are making money, but I mean very successful. There's no mentor. There's no figure that you can. In your country, you can look at. You can mention some big names. I don't even know if they have money or whatnot, but they have fame. There's no one very famous person
Yeah.
that is doing Africa that is doing porn in the whole of Africa. One very famous person that you can talk about very many very famous people in the US that are Africans from from the deepest corner of Africa. You still see people that know them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes. So
But there's nobody like that in Nigeria or in Africa. So there's no. You have to understand that sorry, sorry about that.
No,
Sorry.
I don't understand. Because like I said, probably 9 out of 10, anyone from Africa that ended up doing porn, they ended up coming to the United States and probably ended up staying instead of
yeah.
bringing it back and being like in the case of from Colombia. Shouts out to blonde Latin mom. She's becoming now a gateway for girls from Colombia to get introduced to America when it comes to porn because she comes over here, she films where she's at, and she's very known in America. So y'all could actually be that gateway. You get what I'm
Yes.
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Because there's things like, for example, there's companies over here that do what is called outsourcing. You feel what I'm saying? Where they
Yeah.
pay a company to do a shoot, which premieres on their shit. So y'all could mess around and end up being like outsourced by, let's say, a Brazzers or something like that, where have you. Because I think the international market is starting to cause attract attention from the American market, meaning we want to see y'all culture sex. We want to see how y'all fuck. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, you're making a very very good point there because we have this as a plan for ourselves too. Me and my partner here, we are very business minded people, and we know how important it is to like work with people, to network with people, to merge businesses with businesses. So we one of when we started out, we knew that we just have to do the groundwork and work ourselves up here, up, so that we can attract people of the same of like minds. You understand? And that way, I think it's going to be easy for us to, as we keep growing, to penetrate the international markets, and also bring people. We are doing a lot of work, to be honest. As much as we are working for money, we are also servicing our industry.
Mm.
You understand me? Because
Yeah,
we know that we are the industry right now. You understand? Wild
yeah,
Lagos is the industry right now. Yeah, and we can easily set trends. We can, a lot of standards that we're already setting those standards in our industry right now. Um, we easily see ourselves being the gateway to merge these different places. We know Afro is it's the same thing is happening with Afro beats. It's happening with African culture,
yeah,
African a lot of things African right now. African fashion,
Fashion.
yeah,
music, the culture. So the same way that's the same way they want to see um
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna front, I'm into the Afro beats, and then also I've been into, yes, y'all already know, smokers. I've been into that South African hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
got some shit over there, bro. For real.
Yeah.
And the cities are beautiful. Cause like I said, the way that they portray Africa a lot over here is like the only thing, mainly we hear about the violence. You feel me?
Yeah.
That happens over there. We'll never hear about the good shit. You feel me? You
Yeah.
know,
So
and this is why I'm glad, and this is why I wanted to interview you guys, because I wanted to show the world that there's porn in Africa, there's porn in Nigeria, there's porn in South Africa, and y'all doing it at a high level, and y'all telling y'all stories.
yes, yes. So I think it has a lot to do with the mainstream media and focusing more on the violence and all that. Aside that, there are people that are living their lives, building families, building conglomerates, building world companies like unicorns and all that. So is there's more to Africa than what the mainstream media just portrays, to be honest. And part of that more is even the adult entertainment, the porn industry, the scene. For us, we've always wanted to play on that world stage, be in that world. When I mean, AVN has been happening for a very long time, and
Yeah.
you would never hear of an African creator or African production company being nominated for an award or anything of
Well,
that.
see,
So
part of that is, I hate to interrupt you. Part of that is, I was going to say this later on in the show.
yeah,
We don't have, you don't see any of the international companies come to the
yes,
conventions, get a booth. You get where I'm coming from? Because,
yes,
like, for example, if like let's say y'all came over here, y'all brought some of y'all, man, bro, y'all would turn goddamn Avian and Exotica out, bro,
so
because y'all from Africa, and it's gonna make companies want to pay attention to you. They're gonna see their girls, talent, want to work with you, because some of these talents are looking for places to travel to shoot, especially the fellas.
yes. So this is what my partner was saying. This is what we're working on, going towards that working towards that point of being able to interact with and network with all these other people and being that gateway for Africa, basically, to be able to, like you mentioned, Colombia and all these other places coming to the year. So we're actually working on that. Is I mean, step by step, we're getting there. When we started out this business, it was we didn't even consider the money. We just knew that we wanted to create something and we knew where we're headed. We wanted to put ourselves on the map, create something different, create something that people can relate to in terms of in porn. Yeah, we started just the year before COVID. COVID happened. We had to pause on production, but during that pause, we learned about other things, about the business side of it, how we can make revenue, how we can increase our revenue, where we can, even when we built our website, we had no means of collecting payments money except crypto as a then. But the main one, cards, people were not able to come and pay because there were no companies that were offering payment services to adult entertainment companies. Yeah, we there were a lot of challenges before us getting to this point.
We still have a
Yeah,
lot to learn.
because I mean interrupt, because it's interesting that you say that, and no one ever discussed that, is how to make money in an area in or a
Ex-
country.
exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Where you don't
Exactly.
have much internet to begin with, because Americans think that everybody got great internet. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
We I told somebody the other day, I said, for talking to people overseas, we kind of got it good. We don't realize how good we got it point wise.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so, and for you, how did y'all go about? Was y'all had to get on the internet, research and stuff like that to find this stuff or what have you? And two, how hard is it for y'all internet services and stuff like that over there?
So internet is accessible, is but maybe it's more expensive for an average person in Nigeria.
Mm.
Yeah, but it is accessible. We've had. I mean, it's better now. As at then, uploading used to it used to be a challenge
Yeah,
uploading content and all that, but we still used to get it done. I mean, internet has always been.
The internet is not an
It's
excuse.
not. It's not. It's not an
oh yeah,
excuse,
oh
to be
no, no,
honest.
I
'Cause,
feel you, bro.
yeah,
Shit,
It's not. I'm talking to you right now. My internet is doing fine, and
yeah,
I'm not even a,
so, but we get what you mean in terms of being able
yeah,
to
yeah.
build
Because
a
people
business.
understand you talking about uploading and people.
Yes.
When I started in the game back in 2010, to even get content from a VHS tape to a computer was a journey. So I can imagine, my brother. Do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
VHS to a laptop. It wasn't no. There was no SD cards or none of that shit. They had this thing called Pinnacle where I had to plug it into the camera, run it through the TV, and then through the laptop.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, so no, it's way easier now. Trust me, for the
Yes.
years I've been in this business, I've seen the technology.
Yeah.
yeah.
Trust me. I never forget when I showed a girl a digital camera. She told me, if you don't get that shit out my face and get a real camera. Yeah. So now I got to ask y'all this: testing, because over here testing is important.
Yeah.
How is the testing system over there, and what do people go through for their testing?
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to speak?
Okay. So it's very important for us. It's very important for us.
Mm-hmm.
We take it seriously because we always want to work with people that are healthy and there's no form of scare or anything. So how we go about it is we always make sure that the performance get tested. At least you go to a lab. We even try as much as even sending them money to go to a lab, get tested, and then share the results. Sometimes we do it together. We go together, go to a lab or go to a testing center. I mean, it's not as structured as it is over there, where you guys have businesses or laboratories or health centers that actually partner with the industry. So creators and performers and models can actually just go to the lab, get tested, and the result is accessible by the production company, by whoever they want to work with and all that. Um, Here we go, we send the person, whoever is shooting, they get tested, they come. It was even as we also even get tested right on the scene. So before we shoot, um, not all the time, but for like the basic ones, we sometimes do it. We don't advise that we do it, go through that process. But where we're headed to now is actually getting partners. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
health centers, be able to partner with some of these health centers where we know that everything is genuine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's trusted. We'll tell you,
And
oh,
see, I'm
go to
glad that the
this.
health department is see America. It's funny how Nigeria understands it and get it, that they're willing to partner with you guys, because who better to teach sexual health than porn stars? Because we stay tested. I told somebody one time, I've been tested more times than you had life on this earth.
Yes.
It did, period. Hands down. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you also got to be very responsible in your personal sex life,
Yes.
and stuff like that. So now let's talk about some of y'all ladies. Tell me about Miss Gray Africa.
Yeah. So Grey Africana.
Africana, yes.
Yes. Um. So Grey Africana. I think we when my partner was talking about getting models to shoot with, I think there was the first thing we created with her. She fits the story what we're trying to create
Mm-hmm.
perfectly. Yeah, and we hadn't met her prior to that. It was based off on seeing a video of hers online, and then reaching out to someone that knew her to get her contact and have this conversation of us shooting with her. Um, the shoot went well, and we knew that we needed to build with her in terms of, because she had talent, prospects in the industry. Anyways, I'm not sure as that then she saw the way we saw it, though, to be honest, because we still needed to convince her and
Mm.
all that. But right now she's doing some pretty amazing numbers that we
Oh yeah,
yeah, that we're impressed with.
for sure. Now also, like I said, I like highlighting talent. Ebony Coke, what's her name? Chaco.
Yeah, Ebony
Ebony
Choco.
Choco, yeah.
Choco. Yes, please tell me about this sexy thickness. Good God Almighty, whoa.
So she's a model that we have seen a couple of our videos on X videos before,
Mm.
and we have seen a couple of our videos on X videos, and we thought that because I always look out for talents also. Um, I look out for talents that are also willing to further their career and take it up a notch. Um, and I look out for the other ones, the ones that just want to get quick cash and just
Yeah,
leave.
Mm.
But Ebony Chuko, she's the type that I think she wants to really push her career. You know what I mean. She wants to push
Yeah,
her career to a certain level. Yeah, and she just she needs a little bit of guidance because, as I told you, there's actually no one to learn from in Nigeria.
yeah,
There's no role model, no mentor. What you can only do as a model is just watch what other people are doing and take notes from her. And then you too, you also experience, perform, and make mistakes and correct yourself. That is what is happening in Nigeria right now. But she's someone that
oh no, trust me, it for the 15 years of being a producing talent, it is DIY. You
yeah.
you, you learn from trial and error. You don't matter how much you might have been taught. Understand, I was mentored by some of the greats. I still make
yeah,
mistakes.
yeah,
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
From editing to even dealing with the ladies. You get where I'm coming
yeah,
from? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And everything. Now, I also noticed that some of the ladies that y'all work with wear masks or what have you.
hmm
Um, and everything. Is it hard for ladies to want to show their face over there?
yes,
yes. It is hard. There's always some form of backlash
yeah.
when you
Mm,
view yourself as a porn star, as a creator in the industry.
And there's no strong community to support you. So
Yeah,
you're going to,
yeah,
if you're showing your face, you're going to be absorbing the stigma and everything and the pain alone. And people don't know that as a porn star, as a porn star, you get broke, you get depressed, you get as a person.
yeah,
It's not an automatic money
making machine.
money making work or whatever.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
just something that you just do and just become a rich person and have fame overnight from. And they don't know that. So as a Nigerian, it's even worse because there's no community for you to rely on. There's nobody to back you up on the internet. There's nobody to support you. Uh,
yeah.
uh,
No, because no, I totally understand because what the backlash we get over here, I think is probably what 3 times worse what they get over there.
definitely.
yes,
For what I know of the culture, um, you know what I'm saying, and so forth. And
yeah,
because I ain't even go front, yeah, they might be masked, but don't get it twisted. Them girls get down and their bodies are amazing.
yeah,
Period and everything. So yeah, because people don't realize not every there's countries that it's open, it's cool. In some countries, it's still conservative as fuck.
Mm,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
You know.
So it's part of the challenges we face here in terms of the backlash they face when they come out as porn stars. That's why we have a lot of anonymous creators and performers and models in the industry. I mean, And then again, it still boils down to being able to showcase. Well, first of all, there's a misconception that people believe that, oh, once you start doing porn, you're going to make a lot of money. I
Yeah.
mean, you would make a lot of money if you grow the business. It's like any other business. You start selling clothes tomorrow, you have to put in effort to sell your clothes. You open a bank tomorrow, you have to put in effort to get customers to bank with you and all that. So you have to actually grow the business. I think this is one misconception we have here, that old. So what changes it is actually having people that show that they're successful in the industry. We don't have that, a lot of that. There
Yeah.
might be people that are making money, but they are not showing it that,
Mhm.
oh, I'm actually making money like this, and you can join me.
Because the
And
question I'm gonna ask is,
yeah,
what is considered success over there with this? If that's the case,
I think is money. It still boils down to money.
yeah, money, status, the house, the car.
For me, for if you're asking for my own individual opinion, based on what I've been
Yeah,
calling success,
yeah,
first of all a consistent source of income that's able to like um take care of your, upkeep your lifestyle, and then
your family.
your family, and also a source of income that you don't have to be present every time. If you understand me.
Yeah,
Oh no, I understand because you know,
Also,
which I'm pretty sure we're gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying? In the aftercare, you feel me?
yeah,
No, understand. I tell everybody this story, and I tell y'all this story. When I first started the business, there weren't but 3 websites. Y'all know what it is: sevencharmsrule.com and Clips for Sale. I got a Clips for Sale. Oh, by the way, you got laughed at if you had a Clips for Sale because it was like you're not a real porn star or porn company. But I digress. It took me 6 months to get a sale a year before I got my first check. And that bitch went up on $100. Now I understand it got better. Um, because the point being is people don't realize that the business takes time, it takes effort, and it takes work.
yeah.
And because social media, the conversations we had, because it's crazy. That's why I said y'all social media ain't like ours because during the pandemic, all the girls got OnlyFans. All the girls got OnlyFans. They went to that bitch like it was escorting. I ain't even gonna lie. So, but like I said, but for what y'all have some very nice ladies and stars, and the work that y'all doing over there is amazing, man.
thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate you.
No doubt. So look, I done held these balls up here for an hour, so y'all know I got to bring them back. I got to ask them the $1 million question. My brothers from the motherland, from Mecca, the real Mecca, can I call you smoke buddies?
Definitely.
They say no more. So they're
Definitely.
gonna be back on the Smokers Lounge, and I'm gonna bring them to the subscription side of my Spotify, which is Savage Smoke, as I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers about the porn industry, as we give you that real smoke from a male's perspective. Also over there, I had the smoke on it, where I give my unapologetic, controversial, unpopular opinion among certain subjects that I feel like discussing. And y'all know the other spot. Oh yeah, I hope to get some of these ladies over there and on the Smokers Lounge one day. I'm talking about where the conversation gets saucier, the tits pop out, dildos pop out, but you don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. I'm talking about none other than the Premium Smoke Room. 5 wonderful podcasts for you to enjoy. Plus, I open up the VIP Smoke Room, and I also open it up on X, where you wonderful loyal smokers and or premium smokers get to submit questions for the ladies to answer, and we play a little bit of music while they can shake their ass. Plus, I have a triple X store. You know where I'm coming from, where you can see my work as I give ladies the work, because big dicks grow in the sticks. That's why they used to call me Big Country Daddy. So whether you need some premium smoke. You had the smoke on it, or you're looking for some savage smoke. Either way, please subscribe to the smoke. And speaking about smoke, do not forget about Pro Wrestling Smoke, my pro wrestling podcast that I drop every week. So if you love pro wrestling, come check it out. Part of the Smoke This Over podcast family. Now I'm going to shut up and let these brothers tell you where you can find them and spend money on them. Hey, tell them what they need to know, where they can spend that dough.
So, yeah, if you're looking to experience what African adult entertainment looks like, what it feels like to fuck an African woman, what it feels like to experience a very sexy big bunda African lady, in the art of Lagos, Nigeria, visit wildlagos.com, wildlagos.com. You can find us on Instagram at Wild Lagos. You can find us on TikTok at Wild Lagos, on Twitter, on X at Wild Lagos, at wildlagos. You can also visit our website, as I said, visit wildlagos.com to get a whole lot of experience. We are also present on X videos. You can search Wild Lagos on X videos. You get to see our content, buy our content. Yeah, for everyone that sees this. You want to say anything else?
No, instead of
Yeah.
subscribe.
Subscribe to our amazing content. We still have a lot more. I always tell people that. I always tell some of our fans that we've not even started shooting the kind of movies we
Yes.
want to start shooting yet.
Yes.
Because I know what I can get. I know how better I can do. We have not started shooting what we intend to. What the vision of Wild Lagos is. And when we get there, it's gonna be very crazy. We're gonna be showing you what we are already showing you already what it means to be wild in Lagos. You guys have not heard about Lagos. You need to visit Lagos. Lagos is the most extreme place you can live in this world, man. In every angle. So you need to experience Lagos at least. And if you cannot visit Lagos, watch wildlagos.com.
Yeah, and I just want to appreciate the amazing team that has helped us build the brand up to this moment.
Yeah.
Everybody that we've gotten support from. Thank you.
And thank you to Sto for putting us on this podcast.
No
Man.
doubt, it's my pleasure. So I do a little segment which I call Smoke This Over before y'all leave. And smokers, what did you smoke over today? What did you learn? Well, I told you I want to show you every part of the porn business, even parts of the porn business that is not United States based. And what I want people to understand is we got it easy over here. It's not as easy for people to do porn in other countries. I told you, I said not every country to shoot porn is legal. Y'all know the stories. If you've been to day one, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's laws, there's so forth, and stigmas and all that good stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
But there's still a way to tell the story. It's still a way to push it out. It takes work. No matter what, I keep telling y'all, the word of the day and has always been this is a business. And part of a business is figuring out how to get my product to the masses and doing it by all means necessary. And see, we always hear about how much money people make from porn and what these girls make and so forth. But what you don't hear is the work, the dedication, the things that they got to do from the filming, how much they have to film, finding the models. It's one thing to be a talent, it's another thing to be a producer and a director. That's a totally different animal and beast. And also shooting good quality porn. I told you, it takes skills to be a porn cameraman. I don't give a fuck nobody say. Because we got to get in there where other cameramen don't have to worry about doing all that. They can just press a button and zoom in. We got to physically zoom in, but that's another conversation for another day. But the point being is that also to show you that there's porn in different countries. I gave you South Africa. Now I'm giving you West Africa. Also, porn can introduce you to different cultures.
Yes,
Different mind states, different opinions, different thoughts. Porn, yes, there's negative parts of it. Yeah, it's the bad shit. I know people want to talk about that. But can we talk about the good shit? Sexual discovery and creating beautiful art. Because there's an art to doing this. So, in final, the main
They
thing you need
don't
to
know.
really say what?
I said that they don't know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But finally, it's we're in a bubble. We are the biggest producers as well as consumers of porn. And now we want to see what the world has to offer. And let me be the first to be the headliner of offering that to you. So please stay tuned to the Smokers Lounge as I go around the world to show you porn from different cultures, countries, nationalities. And let me tell you something. Y'all like the girls over here with the fat asses, bro. Y'all really need to pay attention to this African porn because these girls are natural.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hey,
Homegrown.
wow, bro. Naturally think. So with that being said, you know how we end these shows all the time. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to them, people.
Yeah, goodbye, everyone. Yeah.
Goodbye. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah. See y'all after the outro. See y'all next week.